You are finally out. God is revealing your sister. You're my beloved child. If you trust in angels, start watching this video and watch it till the end. Angel says someone you blocked is weeping right now, and heaven is confessing this moment as a divine turning point in the heavenly play written about your life. This is not a coincidence. This is not random. This is not merely a whisper of the past attempting to echo once more. This is divine timing, unraveling a mystery deeper than you could possibly fathom. The soul you blocked, whether in your phone, your heart, or your life, wasn't taken away from you by accident, but now the tears they cry are resonating in the spirit. And watch quickly, because what is next will tilt the scales of grace and justice in your narrative. You did not walk away easily. That choice cost you peace, sleepless nights, and questions you buried far down, but in the silence that followed your block of that person, something began to awaken. In the spirit world there were whispers. In the angelic realms there were vibrations in divine records, and although your mortal eyes beheld only a blocked contact or a closed book, heaven beheld a crack open in the emotional cosmos, a portal wherein intercession and revelation could now ensue. The one you blocked is weeping, and it counts today, because the universe is cycling back around to something unfinished, unspoken, unresolved, something not because you were in error, something was wrong. Not because you must reconnect, but because the pain in their tears is calling angels to action, and heaven needs you to grasp the why, not merely the who. This individual is not merely weeping because regret. They're crying from exposure. Something they hid from you is being revealed now in the place of their private sorrow. They thought your absence would free them. They thought their actions would be buried with your silence, but instead their choices are rising now like smoke in a sealed room, suffocating every false comfort they tried to cling to. They are not just missing you, they are being haunted by the truth they tried to deny. You felt their spirit pull on you, didn't you? Random dreams, sudden thoughts, an ache in your chest for no reason. That wasn't nostalgia, it was a spiritual signal. Their soul has begun to break in a way that is not about you returning, but about divine correction unfolding. God says, you were the mirror they shattered, and now they're seeing the shards. Why does it matter today? Because today the angels recorded their tears. Today the cries reached a frequency that pulled divine justice closer. Today what was concealed begins to surface. What was whispered begins to shout. God is not asking you to unblock them. God is asking you to watch, because justice is arriving, and not the petty kind of justice, but the holy, heart-piercing, soul-awakening kind that shows why things happened the way they did. They were warned. Heaven gave them time. They were shown signs in silence, patterns in people and dreams they dismissed, but they kept playing with your heart like it was dispensable. They dismissed your kindness, they mistook your silence for weakness, they used their pride like a shield to hide their shame. But now the shield has shattered and the storm has found them. Don't feel guilty for walking away, don't feel guilty for not responding, don't feel guilty for protecting your peace. You didn't block a person, you blocked a portal to more pain. God is your witness. Heaven documented every time you tried, every time you wept, every time you forgave, even when they never apologized. Your spiritual endurance became a scroll of loyalty before God, and now while they cry, heaven is honoring your scars. Their tears are not repentance, yet they are the beginning of realization, and you chosen one. You are being vindicated by timing. Time is testifying now. The days that seemed silent were working behind the veil. The hours you spent praying, asking God, why me? were not ignored, you were hidden, protected, covered, and now your vindication is arriving, not as revenge but as revelation. This matters today because today is a prophetic intersection. This is not about the past coming back, this is about the future being freed from the past's lies. The moment their tears hit the earth, the moment their cry rose in the spirit, it marked a shift, the same shift that will now unlock what was delayed in your life. Someone tried to delay your destiny, someone you blocked tried to interfere with your calling. They weren't just a bad friend or partner, they were an assignment sent knowingly or unknowingly to derail you from something massive, but your spirit resisted. You chose the hard path, you chose pain over pretense, you chose growth over comfort, and now the blessing is on its way, not because of what they did but because of what you didn't let them do. They didn't break you, they tried, but they didn't succeed, and now God is showing them that you were never theirs to ruin. You were heaven's assignment all along. You were wrapped in divine purpose before they ever spoke your name, and now the name of Jesus is being exalted over this entire situation. His mercy covers you, His fire surrounds you, His justice moves now like thunder in hidden places. Watch fast, because the next 24 hours carry a shift. Someone new is arriving, a person who sees your soul without needing an explanation, a helper, a friend, a restorer. As the one you blocked breaks, the one I send will build. Don't look back, don't open old wounds. Watch, wait, pray, and move forward with clean hands and an open heart. You passed a test you didn't know you were taking. You endured a war you didn't realize was spiritual, and now heaven's reward is being released. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. The person you blocked was never meant to have front row access to your destiny. They were in your life for a season, but they mistook your loyalty for permanence. They thought they could play both sides, love you and lie to you, but God intercepted. God blocked what you couldn't see. God removed what would have killed your joy later. Now their crying is not your crisis, their pain is not your problem, but it is your confirmation. Confirmation that you heard correctly, confirmation that your silence spoke louder than confrontation, confirmation that your destiny is too important to be wrapped in emotion. Chaos. Watch fast, because your peace is about to multiply. Your clarity is about to sharpen. Your life is about to glow with the kind of joy no blocked person can steal, the kind of joy that says, I made it, I'm free, I'm protected. Someone you blocked is crying, but you, beloved, you are flying from blocked to blessed, from hurt to holy, from trauma to triumph, from rejection to resurrection. You are being lifted, you are being crowned, you are being healed in secret places, and soon the world will see why heaven hid you. I'm not just exposing their tears, I'm exalting your truth. I'm rebuilding the parts of you they shattered. I'm restoring the years they tried to steal. I'm calling you higher, and I'm placing your name on a scroll of divine favor. The blocked one cries, but the chosen one rises. This is why it matters today, because this is the day your soul steps out of old shadows. This is the day your spirit says, no more guilt, no more confusion, no more looking back. This is the day God says, I saw it all, I heard it all, I protected you through it all, and now I bless you above it all. Watch fast, a miracle is moving, and it has your name on it. You are out now, and heaven is speaking with divine clarity. Finally, they weren't looking, but what she didn't know is that heaven was recording every lie whispered, every manipulation hidden in fake love, every attempt to delay your blessing. God saw it, God heard it, and now God is revealing it. There comes a time when God removes the masks from the people closest to you, not to hurt you, but to heal you. God knows how long you've struggled trying to understand why things kept going wrong, why your peace kept being disturbed why the blessings you worked so hard for slipped through your hands at the last moment. The answer is this: someone with access was tampering with your destiny, and that someone was your own sister, the one who was supposed to protect you, the one who should have stood beside you, the one who should have loved you purely. Instead, she saw your light and envied it. She heard your prayers and mocked them in secret. She watched your growth and made sure to plant weeds around it when no one was watching. But no more. This is the hour of reversal. This is the hour where truth trumps illusion. This is the hour where hidden sabotage is brought into the light. Your sister's actions are no longer permitted to operate undercover. The curtain has been pulled back. Her intentions have been judged by God, not by man, not by gossip, but by divine discernment. What has been revealed is serious, and heaven wants you to know you are not crazy, you are not imagining things, you are not overreacting, you are seeing the truth. Finally, you tried so hard to be the good one. You gave her chance after chance. You believed in the little good you hoped she carried. You prayed for her. You forgave her even when she hurt you. You stayed silent. You took the pain because you thought that's what love was. But love does not include betrayal. Love does not try to dim the light of the one it claims to protect. God says enough is enough. This revelation is not meant to break your heart. It's meant to set your spirit free. Your sister has been speaking about you to others in ways that distorted your image. She's been planting seeds of mistrust in the minds of people who once believed in you. She's been misrepresenting your intentions, twisting your words, rewriting history to make herself the victim and you the villain. But God says the time for lies is over. He will vindicate you in public. He will cause the very people who once looked at you with suspicion to come back to you and apologize. And your sister, she will have no choice but to watch as everything she tried to steal from you is restored, multiplied, and elevated before her eyes. Do not retaliate, do not curse her, do not wish her harm. You don't have to lift a finger. This battle belongs to the Lord. What she tried to bury will now grow into a blessing so powerful that even she will be forced to acknowledge that God's hand was on you all along. You have passed the test. You've remained kind in the face of cruelty. You've stayed faithful even when betrayed, and now heaven is opening the windows wide. A flood of divine justice is coming, a reversal so profound it will silence every voice that ever doubted you. You are not in danger. You are not alone. Archangel Michael has been assigned to your case. His sword of light has drawn a circle around your home, around your mind, around your spirit. You are protected even now as you read these words. A divine shield is being activated around you. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, not one. The spiritual attacks that came in the night, they stop now. The strange delays and obstacles that kept blocking your steps, they are being removed. The hidden jealousy disguised as sisterly concern, it is being destroyed by divine light. God is with you. Rest assured nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You just have to trust God and pray to Him. The shaking you feel is not your downfall, it's the foundation of your new beginning. The pain you feel in this exposure is not abandonment, it's divine alignment. God had to show you who she really is before the next blessing arrives, because what is coming is too holy to be shared with those carrying unclean intentions. Your sister didn't just betray you, she tried to delay your destiny, but the delay is broken now. What was once stuck will begin to move. What was once blocked will open. What was once hidden will now be celebrated. God is restoring your name. He is rebuilding your trust. He is lifting your spirit. You are entering a new season where only truth is allowed to stand next to you. The fake connections are falling Away the divine ones are arriving. You will feel peace again, you will feel joy again, you will laugh without fear again. The anxiety you've been carrying for months, even years, that deep silent ache that never made sense. Exposure has begun. God is revealing what was hidden for far too long, the weight that was placed on your heart without explanation, the emotional confusion, the inner pain that had no clear face. It is being named. God is stepping in, and the voice of truth is louder than ever before. Your sister, yes, your sister, the one you thought was standing beside you, the one you trusted, the one you never would have suspected, is not who she pretended to be. And this is not to break you, this is to free you. There is a season when love blinds, and there is a season when love must be redefined. God does not reveal to shame, He reveals to heal. What is being shown now is something you need to see, because it has kept you in emotional bondage for far too long. Your sister is not your enemy, but she allowed herself to be used by the enemy, and while you were praying, while you were crying out in silence, wondering where the attacks were coming from, wondering why you kept losing your peace, heaven saw it all. Nothing has been hidden from God's eyes, not one whisper, not one plan, not one moment. She smiled in your face, but spoke against your spirit. She claimed to support you, but planted seeds of confusion behind your back. She pretended to cheer for your victories, but in her heart she resented the light God placed over your life. And now that resentment has turned into quiet sabotage, you noticed the signs, didn't you? The moments where her tone didn't match her words, the strange delays, the things you trusted her with that suddenly turned against you. That was not your imagination, that was discernment trying to speak. And now God confirms it. Heaven says, your spirit wasn't wrong, your pain wasn't baseless, the betrayal was real, but now it ends here. You have been faithful, you have continued to pray, you've chosen peace even when you had every right to retaliate. You've covered her in love even when she covered you in jealousy. You've made excuses for her behavior, hoping things would get better, and still she used your kindness as an opening for manipulation. But the time for pretending is over. God is separating what cannot go with you into the next season. This revelation is not a punishment, it is preparation. You were not created to carry poison disguised as family. You were not made to live in spiritual confusion. The spirit she's been hosting is not from God, and it's been affecting your destiny. The reason some doors didn't open, the reason your progress was delayed, the reason certain blessings stalled is because God knew what you didn't, that someone you trusted was not pure in heart toward you. And now that cover is being pulled off, because what God is about to do in your life cannot be shared with the wrong hands. Your miracle cannot be contaminated, your purpose cannot be derailed. Do not allow your heart to turn bitter. Do not allow this revelation to turn into hate. You are not called to curse her, you are called to release her, and in doing so you're stepping into divine freedom. He will deal with her not to destroy but to convict. Heaven is holding her accountable, because no one touches God's chosen and walks away without consequence. You are not alone in this moment. You are divinely protected. You are seen. You are honored. Archangel Michael has surrounded you right now. Even as you read these words, heaven is encircling your space. A holy fire is rising up, one that no darkness can cross, no monitoring spirit, no whisper of evil, no emotional sabotage can enter your sacred ground again. You are Covered you are clean, you are chosen. What was done in darkness is now being brought into the light, not to shame you but to launch you. This is your spiritual rebirth. The cords that were pulling you down are being cut. The soul ties that operated in false loyalty are being broken. You will no longer confuse closeness with safety. God is refining your discernment. You will see with clarity now. You will know who truly walks in the light and who simply wears the mask of it, and in this clarity there is power. You are no longer confused, you are no longer wondering. The divine exposure has come and your soul is being lifted out of deception. She is not your enemy, but she opened her spirit to bitterness. She could not handle the anointing on your life. She watched you rise, and instead of celebrating, she allowed comparison to choke her love for you. She is not strong enough yet to walk beside you without competing, and that is why God had to step in. He loves you too much to let you stay bound. He loves her too much to let her continue down a dark path without correction. Do not try to repair what God is removing. Do not try to water what heaven is drying out. This is a spiritual surgery. It will sting, it will ache, but it will heal. You will be whole. The loss will make room for glory. The space she leaves behind will be filled with someone sent by God, someone pure, someone honest, someone with no agenda other than love. You are not being emptied. You are being cleared out for something divine, and as the truth comes to light, you will not fall, you will not crumble, because your identity is not rooted in who walked with you, it's rooted in who created you. God has been your anchor all along, and now that anchor is pulling you higher. This is not a punishment, this is the beginning of divine promotion. Your sister's actions do not define you. Your response will. You will forgive, not because she deserves it, but because you deserve peace. You will let go, not because you are weak, but because you are wise, and in doing so heaven will reward you. The chains are breaking now. Your soul is being washed. The lies are being silenced. You are walking out of spiritual entanglement and into holy clarity. Your next season will be so pure, so blessed, so surrounded by truth that you will look back and thank God for the exposure. You are not losing her, you are gaining yourself. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. God's hand is on your life, and nothing, not even family betrayal, can stop what He has ordained. This season is about your healing, your elevation, your divine protection, and anyone who operates in darkness, even if they share your blood, cannot go with you into the light. God is calling you into. You are safe, you are guarded, you are divinely covered. The tears you cry now will become the joy you dance, and later the confusion you feel now will be the clarity you speak. From tomorrow you are going from hidden to seen, from blocked to blessed, from wounded to warrior. Heaven is not silent. God is not indifferent. The revelation was for your protection, and your obedience will unlock restoration. Keep your spirit clean. Let God fight the battle. Walk in grace. Pray without ceasing. Trust what He shows you. You are on holy ground now, and your life will never be the same again. You are not reading this by accident. Heaven is intervening right now. God says you are out of time. Finally the exposure begins. This is a divine moment, sacred and shaking, and it is being sent to you because what has been hidden for too long is no longer allowed to continue in the darkness. God has seen it all. He has watched in silence while you suffered quietly, while you questioned your sanity, while you doubted your heart. But the silence of God was not approval, it was strategy. And now God is speaking clearly. Your sister has been exposed. The weight you have carried, the confusion that lingered in your mind, the pieces that never added up, all of it is about to make sense. God says your sister has been moving against you behind your back. She has smiled in your presence and sown thorns in your path when you